Hey, Frugal Peeps, Joel and Christy here, and what are we doing today?
We're going grocery shopping. Come with us.
All right, let's go do it.
All right, it is bright and early, and we are starting at Aldi. Hadn't been to Aldi in like quite a while because last month we had such a small list, we only went to Walmart and Sam's Club. So we're going to start right here with some artisan lettuce. I really like this when we're going to do hamburgers. I use this and just make mine into a salad. I'm grabbing one of these Parmesan cheese wedges. It's $4.39. This lasts a really long time in excuse me, this lasts a really long time in the refrigerator, so it's a pretty good purchase to us. We're also grabbing one of these 8 ounces of mild cheddar. It's $2.09. Currently at Walmart it's $2.25. And since we only need the 8 ounce, we're not going to price compare against the bulk size. But it is good to do that because sometimes the bulk size is cheaper per ounce than the 8 ounces that you get at Aldi. So just an FYI, it's according to how much you need. I'm going to get one of these chocolate bars. Sometimes I just want a little taste of something that's kind of chocolatey. This one here, 70% cocoa. It's $2.69 for it. All right, so our son likes these Belvies that are lemon flavored, and so we're going to get a few of those. $3.99 for each one. All right, we are back home from our Aldi trip, and they had so many employees stocking the shelves. It was getting really hard just to get down the aisles. So Joel was like going in and scooting around their big machine thing that they take down the aisle. And so it was kind of hard to record. So we're just going to show you everything else that we got really quick. We got some diced tomatoes. We'll put the price on the screen because we don't have the ability to show you in the store. So just look right there to the side and you'll see it. This is kind of like Rotel, but it's diced tomatoes with green chilies. And then this is tomato sauce. We also got some heavy whipping cream. There you go. Some beef broth. Our son's Belvies. I think I did record that. So you'll see that on this. We'll see it on the screen, but I think it was $3.99 per case. I think that price has gone up, but still cheaper than buying like the LaCroix brand or something like that. Then we got a stock up on our chicken because we were out of the boneless, skinless chicken breast, and we got 4 packs, and they were $2.49 per pound. So let's see, that one says $13.35. This one's upside down, so I don't know what that says.
$13.15.
$13.15.
$10.91.
$10.91, and then $11.31, and we or 38, and we just take those and divide them up into separate packs so that we can freeze them separately and pull them out as needed instead of having to bring out a whole pack at one time. Even if you have very few people in your family, buying the family packs and then divide those up into single bags where you only have 1 or 2 pieces in each bag is still, generally speaking, more cost effective than buying the smaller packs separately. All right, and before we move on to Walmart and Sam's Club, we're going to show you that our receipt total was $78.27. So that is how much we spent at Aldi. We are expecting to spend a decent amount this month because if you watched our channel in February, in January we spent close to $400, but we stocked up on chicken while it was on clearance. In February and March, we spent, it was $225, I think, in February, and then it was, did we make it to $200 before the end of the month?
Last month?
in March. I think it was about 200. It was less than normal. I'll put what it actually cost us in March for our groceries, but it was because we had stocked up so much in January. So that was what we're doing this month, is it's time to restock everything. So this month we expect to spend a little bit more. All right, so time to go to Walmart. We're grabbing these Pringles here. They are $2 per can. We considered getting the Pringles at Aldi, but they have not had the generic version of those Pringles in a while in our store. They only have like the extra stack size that are like $2.58. And we just decided these are $2 instead of $2.58, and he would ration them the same way. If we get the bigger size, he'll just eat them pretty much the same speed, and it'll cost us 58 cents more. So we're getting a few of these. This is a new generic version at Walmart. It's supposed to be like slightly better than the Great Value, I guess, according to them. Anyway, they are a really good price, a little better deal than the Belvies at Aldi. So we decided just to grab one of these to see if our son likes them, so we'll know in the future if he likes Better Goods. If it's a good deal, we'll pick these up if it's a better price than the Belvies. They are $2 even. We're grabbing this pack of flour tortillas. At Aldi, they didn't have any generic version. They only had this La Banderita, which was $3.24. This is the generic version here at Great Value, and it's $2.12. So we're gonna grab that, and Joel will be using this while I'm out of town for tacos and quesadillas and stuff like that. I am grabbing some more of the Chobani Greek yogurt, whole milk plain, and it is $5.97. All right, we are grabbing one of these packs of andouille sausage, and that is in fact on rollback. It is normally, oh, excuse my thumb, it is usually $3.98, and right now it is $3.56. Woohoo! Pepperoni, and how much is that?
$2.78.
$2.78. Oh, and yes, Joel got some insoles for work. It's the same price. All right, we're grabbing some of these crescent rolls right here. They're $2.97. While I'm going on the trip, or maybe that was before I leave. At some point, we have on the list to have chicken roll-ups, and you use crescent rolls. We are brand loyal on that. We've tried generic, and they kind of fall apart. Generic is fine when you're using something where you're like, pull it, like you're not necessarily, oh, you want to get the 2-pack?
I don't know, it's $4.96. You don't have to.
I mean, it would be almost $6 if you bought 2 over a period of time, and that's only 5, so you would save yourself $1. Okay, all right, so he's switching that out, the $2.97 for the $4.96, and as I was saying, we're brand loyal on that, because if you're using it in a recipe where you like press it down into a container or something like that, they're fine, the generic. But if you're using some where you're trying to roll it up, something up in it, they break apart really easy. They're really hard to manage, so we find the brand doesn't do that. We're buying some vitamin D whole milk, $4.12. We tried the you can shut it. We tried the organic vitamin D at Aldi, and we were not impressed with the quality. It went bad even before the date came up, the best by date. So not a fan. We may give it another try just to see, but right now, not good. No big surprise here if you're familiar with our channel. We stop here every month and get some of these Pop-Tarts for our son. So price is consistently holding at $1.92, which is pretty good. You see these rollbacks, they're generally still not good enough to make up for that price. That price is better. So Joel decided to have potato beef casserole while I'm gone, and you put vegetable beef soup in it. And so we just grabbed a can of that. $1.72. All right, so we needed some pasta, so we're here on the pasta aisle, and we've got linguine at 98 cents for 1 pound. I don't think they had linguine at Aldi at all, right? No. And then the only cavatappi they had was an organic version, which is great, but we decided not to go with the organic. And so now we're trying to figure out where the cavatappi is. For the recipe that we're making, you can use elbow, but not good. We could do rotini or penne. All right, found it, and it's right here. The cavatappi is there on the bottom shelf. That's, I guess, why we kept overlooking it. Is that less than what it was? Yeah. All right, so it's $2.53 for a pound of the cavatappi. All right, since we could not find our cavatappi that we wanted, we found cavatappi, but we also recognized that if we got penne instead, penne, however you pronounce it, it is only 98 cents, which is a lot cheaper than the cavatappi. 5-pound bags of rice, long grain wild rice. We checked it Aldi, and a lot of times it is a good price, but it wasn't so low. It's like they have a 3-pound, but if you got the 5-pound here, you actually get more for, it's less per pound than if you get that 3-pound at Aldi. So we decided to go with it. Here, $3.34. We're also grabbing a can of fire roasted corn for the Mexican beef and rice skillet. It's $2.22. We're also going to grab a can of black beans, no salt added, 86 cents. They do have black beans at Aldi, but they do not have a no salt added version. I'm grabbing a bunch of bananas, and they are 50 cents per pound. All right, and Joel has also just grabbed 2 russet potatoes for I think for French fries, because we're gonna make hamburgers. So I would probably be making some oven baked French fries for him, and they would be 98 cents for 98 cents per pound. He's also getting some baby red potatoes. $3.78. I should have looked at this at Aldi, and I just didn't think about it. But spinach and spring mix for my lunch salads, and they're at $2.98. What you got there, Sparky?
That's frozen corn, 98 cents.
98 cents for some frozen corn. We have a 3-pound bag of mandarin oranges. I've been eating those so that I can make sure I get some vitamin C in my diet. And $3.97. My dental hygienist did recommend that I make sure I'm getting some vitamin C and stuff in my diet to help fight infections with my teeth. And so I've been getting mandarins. They usually last for about 2 weeks, so I don't get them every week, but they're like every other week I get them. Right. I am also getting 1 tomato. This is for the salad that I'll have with the hamburger. I'm only getting 1 because I'm the only one in the house that will eat tomatoes. For me, I really prefer garden fresh tomatoes, and if I can't get those, I want this kind instead of like the little Roma tomatoes. I mean, if I'm going to eat it like in a salad or on a hamburger or something, I want one of these kind. So that's $1.97 per pound. I'm not sure. This may be a pound. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen.
All right, so there's our Walmart haul. It was $71.01.
Yes.
And now we are on to Sam's.
All right, we are grabbing some croissants $5.98. Joel freezes some of those so that they last him until he finishes them. They don't go bad because he freezes them ahead of time. We're getting some of the organic ground beef. It's $5.38 for 85.15. So, you know, not the cheapest price you can get it, because I think at Aldi it may have been $5.29, but it's not really that much cheaper. It's not really that much more expensive than getting the conventional, so we're going to go ahead and get this, and we're grabbing, how many of these? 1, 2, 3?
Yep.
3. All right, we're getting a bag of these jumbo raw shrimp. They're 3 pounds, and they are $15.92, and I'm shutting this door because it's cold.
All right, so there's our Sam's haul. It was $70.32. $70.32. 70.32.
It's right there.
So, yeah, right there.
If you add that to the other two, we're at about $220, maybe $221, $222, something in that neighborhood.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Not terrible. You know, for a start, all he has to do while we're gone is maybe get a little produce here and there, and maybe, you know, if he decides he needs creamer or something like that. But otherwise, yeah, pretty set for the rest of the month. So, so we're not mad at that total.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so drop us some comments below and let us know how your grocery hauls are going, where you're finding the best deals. We'd love to hear that. Any tips you have for anybody for making a good grocery haul, saving some money here and there, we'd love to see those as well. But that's going to do it today for saving money for the long run with Joel and Christy. And don't forget, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Just as a note before we leave.
Yeah.
This is our last long form video for a couple of weeks. If you caught our video where we made a big announcement, I am going to go to spend a little time with our little Minnie to help out while her mom is doing a little temp job. She's in entertainment, and so she's going to be playing the piano for a show. And so they need a little extra help. So I'm going to go and be Kiki for a little while. And so we're going to take a little hiatus on our channel. It's probably going to be just a few weeks. We plan to definitely be back by June. So, but even then, I still might post shorts videos or make community posts. So make sure that you have your subscriptions turned to all so that you don't miss all that kind of stuff. And so that you also know when we're coming back. So hope y'all don't leave us. It's just a couple of weeks. We promise we'll come back.